everyone, and welcome back to What's Up Wednesday. I'm BJ Myers, and this week, as we prepare to celebrate Independence Day, I want to talk about something that makes Southeastern Indiana special. It's not our power lines, it's not our fiber network, it's not our substations or equipment, it's our people. And this month, REMC Connect's theme is celebrating community power. And throughout July, we'll be highlighting the people, partnerships, and shared purpose that help make our community strong. When most people hear the word power, they think about electricity. But there's another kind of power that's just as important, the power that comes from neighbors helping neighbors, communities working together, and people investing in something bigger than themselves. That's the kind of power I want to talk about today. So what's happening this week? Well, first, a quick reminder that the Ohio County Fair is underway and will continue through the 4th of July weekend. We're popping in at various times this week to see the kids with their animals and projects, and we love the opportunity to talk with you, answer your questions, and hear what's important to you and your family. County fairs are one of my favorite examples of community power in action. They bring together volunteers, businesses, schools, civic organizations, farmers, families, and community members from all walks of life. For a few days each summer, people gather not because they have to, but because they want to celebrate what makes their community special. That's something worth preserving. As we kick off our July theme, Celebrating Community Power, I thought it would be fitting to invite a special guest to join us. I'm joined today by Southeastern Indiana REMC CEO Keith Mathews. Keith, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, BJ. I am glad to be here.
So let's just jump right in. When people hear the phrase community power, their first thought is probably electricity. But what does that phrase mean to you?
Well, electricity is certainly part of it, but community power is really about people. It's about neighbors helping neighbors. It's about local organizations, businesses, schools, volunteers, and community leaders all working together to make Southeastern Indiana a great place to live. One of the things I love most about the cooperative model is that it was built on the idea from the very beginning. Nearly 90 years ago, rural communities came together to bring electricity to areas that weren't being served. They accomplished something collectively that would have been difficult to accomplish individually and truthfully nearly impossible. That same spirit still exists today.
Well, as we approach Independence Day, why do you think community involvement remains so important in rural communities?
Because strong communities don't happen by accident. When you look around our service territory, you see volunteers coaching youth sports, serving as nonprofit boards, supporting local fairs, helping with community events, serving as first responders, supporting schools, and stepping up when neighbors need help. Those efforts create the quality of life that we all enjoy. Rural communities have always depended on people being willing to contribute their time, talents, and resources for the benefits of others. That's something worth celebrating.
I agree. One of the things that makes Southeastern Indiana REMC unique is that we're a cooperative. Can you explain what that means for members?
Absolutely. Unlike many companies, we're owned by the people we serve. Our members aren't just customers, they're member owners. That means local people elect our board of directors, and those directors help guide decisions based on what's best for the communities that we serve. It keeps us focused on long-term service, reliability, and community impact rather than short-term profits. It's a model that's worked well for nearly a century because it keeps decision-making local.
Yeah. And one example that we often talk about is Operation RoundUp, and I know we just finished accepting applications in the month of June. So why do you think that program in particular is such a great example of community power?
Because it shows how small contributions can create meaningful change, BJ. Members voluntarily round up their electric bills, and those pennies or nickels, if we can say pennies in today's world, but they come together to support local nonprofits, community projects, emergency services, youth programs, and many other worthwhile projects. No single person is funding those projects alone. It's hundreds and even thousands of members working together to make a positive impact throughout our communities. That's community power in action.
So, as you think about the communities we serve, what makes you most proud?
The people. Whether it's our employees responding after a storm, local volunteers organizing events, nonprofit organizations serving those in need, or members supporting one another, there's a strong sense of community throughout Southeastern Indiana. People genuinely care about where they live and about helping one another succeed. That's something special, and it's one of the reasons I'm proud to serve the cooperative.
Well, Keith, thanks for joining us today and for helping us kick off our Celebrating Community Power theme. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our members?
BJ, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity, and I want to wish all our members a safe and happy Independence Day, and God bless America.
Thanks, Keith. I think it's a great reminder that while electricity powers our homes, it's people who power our communities. As we celebrate the holiday this weekend, I hope you'll take a moment to appreciate not only the freedoms we enjoy, but also the communities we share. Whether you're attending a parade, visiting a county fair, grilling with family, watching fireworks, or simply relaxing at home, you are part of something larger. You're part of a community built by generations of people who believed in working together, and that's worth celebrating. Before we wrap up, I want to wish everyone a safe and enjoyable 4th of July. If you're spending time outdoors, stay hydrated, keep safety in mind around fireworks, and remember, if you're planning any projects that involve digging, always contact Indiana 811 before you dig. A quick phone call can help prevent injuries and avoid damaging underground utilities. Thank you for joining me for this week's What's Up Wednesday. And for this week's question, what makes your community special? Maybe it's a local event, a favorite tradition, a volunteer organization, a neighborhood gathering, or simply the people who call it home. Share your answer in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, have a safe and happy 4th of July. Stay connected, and thank you for being a member of Southeastern Indiana REMC. I'm BJ Myers, and that's What's Up this Wednesday.